All right, so this is our last one before our exit ticket. So looking at this one here, it's an equilateral triangle, so that's nice. And we actually know another formula for area of a triangle, that's just base times height, right? So really we could use either formula to do this, but we don't have the apothem or the height. And no, the apothem is not the same thing as the height. The apothem is only going to go from the center to the edge. The height would be the entire thing. So really we could do either way. And I'm going to actually show you both ways. So this is our apothem. This is our radius. But really, if you think about it, the height would just be the radius, and then the apothem continues on from there. That's also our apothem, right? So the height is equal to the radius plus the apothem for this triangle. Our side lengths are all 10. Now, remember also that for an equilateral, the angles are all 60, which means that if we cut 1 in half by the radius like we just did, that means we made a 30, and now we have a 30, 60, 90, just like we did with the hexagons. So that means our long leg is 5. We need to find the apothem from that, which means we just need to divide it by square root 3. And 5 divided by square root 3 means we need to multiply by square root 3 over square root 3. So it's 5 square root 3 over 3. That is our apothem. Kind of ugly, right? But it works. And we have our apothem. We can find our perimeter fairly easily now, right? Perimeter is number of sides times side length, or 3 times 10, so 30. So our area is 1/2 our apothem of 5 square root 3 over 3, and times 30. So half of 30 is 15. 15 times 5 is 75. So 75 square root 3 over 3, which again can simplify even further to be 25 square root 3. So that's our exact answer, units squared. Units, not units. So now we want to get that as a rounded decimal. 25 square root 3 comes out to be rounded to the nearest hundredth. Let's do 10th here, 43.3. And again, we don't have a unit, so unit squared. So that's it when we deal with it in terms of the formula we have, right? But we, again, have that other formula we've always used. And we know now what the radius is. Well, sorry, not the radius yet, the apothem. The radius is just going to be the other portion of this triangle, right? So 2 times that small side, or 2 times the apothem, which means that really the height is 2a plus a, or 3 times the apothem, which if we multiply that by 3, that's just going to be 5 square root 3. So our height is 5 square root 3. We have the base, it's 10. We can use our other formula too. Area equal to 1/2 base times height. So 1/2 our base of 10 times our height of 5 square root 3. Half of 10 again is 5. And 5 times 5 square root 3 is just going to get us 25 square root 3, which is exactly what we had right here. So our answer is exactly the same. 43.3 square units. So you can see you don't necessarily have to use that formula every time if you know another formula that's going to work. But that doesn't necessarily mean it's always going to be the easiest route to go, right? We had to do extra work because we had to find the apothem and then the radius to do that. And then add that to the height, or add those together to get the height. So it's not necessarily the easiest way to do it with the old formula, because you had to do so much work to get the things to fill in. But with triangles, I'd say it's up to you. But the other polygons, you got to use that formula, unfortunately. Except for squares, I guess, too. All right, with that, we just got our exit ticket left, and we'll see you next time.